Hello all, Dr. Fox back here again with your latest little update here going on with the final beta test. It's the final one. It's beta test 3 going on. Now we know that technically that kicked off at 11 a.m., 2 p.m. Pacific, and I hope you held up through it or you just wanted to watch and see how other folks held up through the chaos. But sadly, today is my birthday, so you can see I got a little bling on, and I wanted to just dress up a little bit for the event. And I couldn't get home until a few hours after. So I was finally going to come on for like an hour and a half or a couple hours. And it's supposed to be going on until tomorrow. So as you can see, we're offline right now. I'm sure there's some updates and other things that I'm not seeing, or I haven't been able to watch other streamers to see what's going on at the moment, or I've missed some of the updates from the Blizzard servers themselves. But I can see that they've actually named a couple of the servers, because that was actually going to come out. I was going to talk about that on my weekend update coming up this weekend. Is that they'll be releasing the server names, because before, early on in the beta test, there was only like classic Warcraft, like 1, 2, 3, and then they had the layers inside. Each one had layers inside of it, and I was gonna talk about that this weekend, and then a couple other things that happened like right after I posted, and so I'm gonna cover some of those other things as well. And just for heads up, anyone that's watching, this is a little early update for my other weekend, even though a lot of people have already talked about this early in the week. But coming, wait, did I write that down correctly? Was it Monday or now I'm going to get my dates all wrong. See, I thought that was correct. But as you can see, we have two, a normal and a PvP server. Both are currently offline at the moment. So, and I even waited to make sure that my Blizzard app update was updated first correctly. But what I'm about to talk about was coming up to reserve your names for WoW. That's coming up this first part of the week. You're going to be allowed to name 3 classic characters on Horde and Alliance. At least you'll be able to start with 3 coming up next week. And they did mention, they did announce that it's actually not. I think I speculated around 3 a.m. ish, because sometimes things post that time frame I've seen before. But no, it actually is more like, I think it was 11. I meant to, anyway, I was trying to hang out for a little bit, and I was going to be on, and I'm going to get all the details about it for you here. At least that's what I was going for. And folks have, the server names are going to be coming out that they mention as well. You'll be able to reserve your name, character names. As I said, you'll be able to get 3 Alliance, 3 Horde, a maximum. When Classic actually launches on August 26th, here, I can't believe we're literally, as of this Monday, we're going to be just 2 weeks. I can finally do it. It's that line from Total Recall, the older Total Recall. 2 weeks. And so, but in literally 2 weeks, you'll be able to max out 10 of your characters per WoW Classic realm. It'll be a maximum of 50 characters across all WoW Classic realms in your region. So here's the best part about that. That's not 50 total, meaning if you also play WoW Retail, you can do 50 characters on WoW Retail and 50 characters on Classic WoW realms. So you'll be able to do that. And only 1 faction per realm on PvP realms as well. No overlapping regarding character limits from World of Warcraft. If you have 50, as I mentioned, you can have 50 more over there. So that will be the plan for when everything launches. It'll be August 12th, 3 p.m. Pacific time. That was the time that I kept pausing for, trying to get you for the more accurate. I wrote that down, but I couldn't remember it today. My poor brain. I've been going through so much today. My poor brain. So it's actually coming up. You'll want to be prepped for that. Coming Monday, August 12th. 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think CEST-ish is approximately midnight. But don't quote me on that for those of the EU. Or 20, sorry, my apologies, 22 GMT time, August 13th at 0000 CEST time. I was correct on the midnight time, yeah, for that one. Yeah, so I hope that helps. I'll be able to go live to be able to try to get those names that you want to try to reserve. It's the name reservation option. You'll be able to actually log in, do the character creation page at that time frame. That part of the login will be available to you, and you'll be able to create 3. And my plan is to do 3 on Alliance and 3 on Horde. So that's the plan anyway. And then we've got a few more weeks until Classic itself launches. So I thought I'd cover just a little bit of that anyway, while I was kind of waiting to see if these servers were going to go back up or not. And also, that's what I was going to mention too, that they just announced that, or in this case, quietly, Blizzard had quietly discontinued their physical authenticators. They're trying to encourage folks to use the digital one on your app there. I have it. I always wanted to get a physical one at one time. I know my brother had used it for the longest time, and I've talked to some other folks that continue to use it right up until, even though I know they sort of quietly discontinued it. I'm wondering whether, and you could put that down in the comments if you'd like, just as an update, but at least this is what I found out so far. There's been no discussion whether that, even though they've discontinued it, whether sometimes when things are discontinued, whether it can still be used in some form or fashion. Now, I know a lot of times people aren't replacing the batteries and blah, 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 and then there's other authentic ways to do it, and we know that that's not guaranteed. I just like having the extra 4 slots in my bag and my cute little, of course, because I'm a huge pet, and those that know me know I do a lot of the pet strategies over there on YouTube. So for where you'll see a lot of the work that I've been working on. So that's what we know so far, and as you can see, I guess it's still offline, so I guess I'm going to cut this stream short today. I was going to stick around, and I was going to just chat with the chat room and babble for a couple hours and see who kind of hangs around, but we're not having very many swinging by today. And yes, once again, it is the Chica playing along for the final beta test 3. It's our final beta test. So this was going to go on until tomorrow by, I think it was it? Oh, no, I don't want to give an exact time frame. But it was supposed to start today at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, ... Fill in your specific time zone there. I almost said Pacific. So I tidied up today. On a personal note, it's been a long, long birthday. I woke up with sort of a, I don't know. There was pros and cons to this sort of, not really nightmare, but sort of dream that happened this morning. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but of course now others are like, Dr. Fox, tell us more, right? It's complicated. And then I was pretty much able to kind of go through my morning routine. Part of the morning routine. I got 3/4 of my morning routine done. I've got to actually finish it up this afternoon. I'm just exhausted. These days mentally and physically drain me. And I still came home, and I couldn't wait to hurry up and get home and to be able to try to come on and do the beta for a little while. It's the final beta test taking place. So I just thought I'd share a little bit of my stream time with y'all. And I'll be, like I said, I'm going to be shooting for when things go live, August 26th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. And then ... after that. I'm going to try to do Twitch I have to wait a little while if whether I can download and then upload that. But I have to. I'm so close to being an affiliate over there. I have to kind of wait out the time frame. So if you, and it'd be difficult for me to keep up putting the VODs, the video on demands, up on YouTube. I'm gonna still continue to do my weekly updates on YouTube, but I just trying to kind of go over. At least that's the tentative plan at this point. I've made sure to put a block of time out for that. And we're going to have to kind of see how those first few nights go. But at least I'm glad that hopefully the character creation that we're going to be allowed to do here coming up on the 12th will at least be able to... So we won't be stuck at that character creation when we log in. So, but, all right. Well, I guess that's it for now then. And good old Cat, a.k.a. MoraTheExplorer here. She is... she's sleeping on my director's chair, so I guess I could call her. She's my director today. Yeah, this is Dr. Fox. Once again, take 3 beta tests, because that's how many we had. And we will call you in the morning. We will see you all soon. And if you're watching this before my update comes out, my weekend update, I've got my weekend update coming out in a couple days. So we'll see you all during that. And once again, I hope you're all hanging in there, having fun. For those of you that are suffering with a little bit like I was, that humidity out there, I hope you can hold through it and pull through all that to the best of your ability. And we will see you later.